Welcome to episode 26 of Beauty Spy War. In episode 25, the NIS cryptanalysis team discovered steganography hidden in Park Tasek's image file, Claude Monet's Dream of Poppies sent from Japan. The file, 10 times larger than normal, concealed Black Snake's encrypted directive. Meanwhile in Dandong, a black agent contacted Malko, an ethnic Korean crime boss. Malko recruited the Dandong hotel manager through gambling, violence and debt forgiveness. Intelligence suggested a high-ranking North Korean official would arrive in Dandong next week. A covert operation had begun. And today, episode 26. Eldorado, the second-ranked gaming company, is collapsing under relentless attacks from Blue Chip, the industry leader. Chairman Park Tae-sik makes his final move, traveling to Dandong to meet a legend in the hacker world. Black Assassin, an elite hacker from North Korea's Political Bureau Unit 121. Through Malko's mediation, a dangerous deal is struck. Cash changes hands. The blade of revenge is sharpened. A hacking attack on Blue Chip begins, and the NIS deploys its agents. Who is Black Assassin? What is his connection to Black Snake? The net tightens. The war escalates. Episode 26. The Black Assassin, a North Korean hacker, enters the money game. Starting now. Gangnam, Seoul. Strategic Planning Division of Eldorado, the second largest company in the gaming industry. It was past 10 p.m. Inside the conference room, only the fluorescent lights flickered sharply in the silence. 40% of our active users have moved to the company next door. The head of strategic planning spoke with a hardened expression. Our new release, Blood Tank, has been pushed aside. Even YouTube ratings have been overtaken. This isn't normal competition. The chairman's personal secretary lifted his head. I'll report this to the chairman. He's been saying for a while now that we need a way to flip the entire board. A brief silence followed. Then one employee spoke cautiously. A DDoS attack. If their servers go down, users will come back to us. Even if it's temporary, we can recover tens of millions in revenue. Technically, it's possible. The strategic planning director's eyes sharpened. Do we have the right people? Not domestically. But last month, during a meeting in Shenyang, I made contact with a Chinese broker who works with North Korean hacker groups. Get in touch with them. The chairman will go in personally. The secretary immediately called Chairman Park Tae-sik. Chairman, it's another hacking incident. The system has been paralyzed. You've got to be kidding me. Those bastards are acting up again? Are they really asking for an all-out fight? There's no other serious competitor in this field. I heard they hired a hacker. Kong Ho ran the one who made the news. That guy's been going in and out of their place. Then we can't just sit back. Fine. Contact Dandong. You know, the one they call the Black Assassin. A legend in the hacker world. Yes. I'll verify through the Dandong route. Good. Let's hit back. Prepare cash. Make sure it can't be traced. Near Dandong, inside Marco's office. A broker who moved freely between north and south. He was skilled at playing the double agent game. A master of walking a tightrope. Neither fully on one side nor the other. A man with a razor-sharp, calculating mind. If money was involved, he'd sell even his soul without hesitation. Still, when it came to trust, he'd sometimes fight tooth and nail to defend it. For men like him, the best way to use them was to stroke their egos slowly. Tickle their pride just enough to keep them moving where you wanted. To survive as a mid-level boss in the underworld around Dandong, you had to bear at least one shoulder. Stink or no stink, if there was profit, he wouldn't shy away from a fight. Rumor had it that when Chinese public security officers or foreign intelligence agents arrived, carrying duffel bags of cash, he'd quietly take care of dangerous jobs without leaving a trace. They called him not a red fox, but an old fox. Standing in front of a mirror, Marco plucked out a few unsightly gray hairs. Pluck. Then trimmed his nose hair with small scissors. He blew through his nose, scattering the tiny clippings. Sitting down on the sofa in the center of the office, he gave instructions to the muscle standing nearby. Today, Park Tae-sik, the chairman of South Korea's second largest game company, is flying in. I'll go meet the client for a bit. Yes, boss. Have a safe trip. 2 business proposals in 1 week. This is a good run. If life were always like this, it'd be perfect. Ha. If anything happens, call me immediately. Got it? Yes, boss. And those bastards behind on their loan shark interest count every single day. Squeeze it out of them till the end. Understood? Yes, boss. Try acting like your size means something. If you just eat all day, you're parasites. Parasites. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, boss. The men bowed deeply. There are limits to what you can skim, but trying to skim interest? If you're going to steal, go pull garlic out of a leper's nostrils instead. You idiots. In my dictionary, there is no such thing as late interest or interest reduction. We'll work even harder, boss. As Marco left the office, the muscle lined up once more and snapped to attention, bowing again. A traditional Chinese Yozhong-style restaurant near Dandong came into view. A high-end establishment proud of its history and tradition. Decorated in classic Chinese style. Park Tae-sik, chairman of the Eldorado Game Company, now in his middle years, sat facing Marco, the Korean-Chinese underworld middle boss. They were waiting to meet someone. "Well now, Chairman Park, your business losses are piling up, aren't they?" "Oh, don't even get me started. Brother Marco, how's your business these days? I get by, but juggling two sides isn't easy either." True. In this world, trust is a brutal form of currency. Wait a bit, he'll be here soon. He's young, but don't even hint at looking down on him. Just stroke his ego gently. Even guys like him are human, show respect and they respond. "Well, I'm the one asking for help, so of course." A man in a black suit quietly entered through the restaurant entrance. Guided by a hostess, he walked into the dim interior. His hair was neatly parted in a precise 2-8 style. Slim build. Clean appearance. The Black Assassin had arrived. The man known as the Black Assassin. Affiliated with Unit 121 of North Korea's General Political Bureau. A hacker of exceptional skill, he took part in operations where both money and airtight security were required. If it brings in foreign currency and helps the North, there's nothing I won't do. The reason I like this guy, Marco said with a grin, is that someone this rare, almost legendary, keeps time perfectly. A man who respects time is a man with credit. Then Marco made the introductions. This is Chairman Park, who runs one of the biggest game companies in South Korea. And this gentleman here is the Black Assassin. His hacking resume is no joke. Pleased to meet you, Black Assassin. Likewise, Chairman Park. Marco quickly stepped in with a warning. Yeah, that's how we address people in this business. No digging into personal details. Privacy is everything. Of course. I wouldn't dare. There are lines you don't cross in this world. No questions, no explanations. Yes. I understand. Just trust me and follow my lead. Yes, Brother Marco. Park Tae-sik lifted the corners of his mouth as he looked at the Black Assassin. Running a business myself, I've come to greatly admire Brother Marco. Sharp instincts, excellent client management. I learn a lot just watching him. I heard your family roots are in Hwanghae Province? Sorry, Juan. Not my birthplace, my father's hometown. They say it's changed a lot. Jungbang Fortress, tourism income, it's doing all right. I've heard it was once a fairly large city, with good transportation links. My hometown is Gapong County, not far from there. Meeting someone close to my father's hometown makes me feel reassured. I'll serve you with sincerity." Marco half rose, half sat, interrupting casually. "All right, you two talk business. I'll step out for a moment. Chairman Park, come see me when you're done." "Yes, brother." Park nodded repeatedly. Marco's role as a discreet broker was more lucrative than it looked. At times he ran errands for South Korea, at others, for North Korean intelligence. The double agent role was dangerous, but it kept his men fed and his operations alive. Occasional success fees helped expand his businesses. "I hear you're particularly devoted to the North?" the black assassin asked, eyes sharp as a blade. Lean build, piercing gaze. "Well, you could say I'm close to the people up north. My father's roots are there." "Then that closeness carries more weight. Help us out. Just completely cripple one game company." "One company only?" "Blue Chip. They're number one in the industry. If you can shut them down for a while, hit their operations hard, can you do it?" "That depends on the setup. It's not especially difficult." "Not difficult? So there's a way?" "Yes. It will take time, but we'll proceed as quickly as possible." Relief washed over Park's face. He smiled broadly. "I heard you attended Jeomsong Middle School. And graduated from Kim Il-sung University?" "Yes." "Impressive. That's the elite track." "No, I was just lucky." "Modest." With that background, of course he made it to an elite university. Park cautiously pressed further. "I read faces a bit. You have excellent physiognomy. The party will use you well." "Me?" Slightly upturned eyes, fast rise, bold spirit, strong drive. A fast rise? Whether in the North or the South, hunger for power and status was universal. "One thing to watch out for when emotions flare, chant patience 3 times. Endure, and nothing will go wrong." "I do have a temper." "That's uncanny. You dislike bowing your head to others." "How did you know?" "You may find yourself cornered. Watch that, and everything will flow smoothly." "Thank you. I'll remember. Showing consideration like this builds trust. I need him on my side. If there's reference material you need, provide it. If you handle this well, you'll be well rewarded. 70% up front." "Up front?" "Thorough, as expected. I'd like to treat a man from my father's region generously. But higher-ups set the rules. Taking down one company is like eating rice cake while lying down." "You can trust me." "Good. I like that. This is the latest laptop. Top-tier specs. And this external drive contains our entire gamer membership database. That's not nearly enough data. That's why I also brought massive customer lists from big retail chains and banks. With personal data included, it'll be more than sufficient. The target was? Blue Chip. They're number one right now. They employ top Korean hackers and keep blocking us. We need them dealt with. You want us to counter their hackers. You're far superior, that's why we're asking. Help us take first place. I already received a call. A call? From whom? From Osaka. That person contacted our superiors. That person? I don't know who you mean. He said you'd recognize him, your Japanese handler. So it was Black Snake. Even Japan is monitoring this. Oh yes. I met him in Japan, meals, drinks. A respected mentor. Please assist us. Of course. I'll help soon. The Black Assassin smiled coolly. This is the down payment. He opened the black 007 briefcase Park had brought. Inside bundles of crisp cash. Cash is always best. No tracking. No evidence. Everyone wins. Thank you. Park Tae-sik laughed heartily, already tasting victory. In a quiet alley of the border city Dandong, inside a 4-story building. The Black Assassin entered what looked like a North Korean restaurant, but the 4th floor was a hacking hub. Young operatives sat at computers, setting up attack tools. Latest hardware. High-speed networks. Tight organization. All traffic was routed through China's fiber optic network to erase traces. Blue chip industry leader. At the customer service desk, an employee screamed. What the hell? The system's dead. The servers just stopped. Antivirus is useless. Panic spread. Cybercrime investigators arrived along with agents from South Korea's intelligence service. Agent Lee Ho-jin's eyes flashed. This reeks of steganography. Episode 26. The Black Assassin, a North Korean hacker, enters the money game. What did you think? Today's story expanded into an entirely new world: the fierce competition in the gaming industry and the hidden reality of North Korean hacker organizations. In Gangnam, Seoul, El Dorado faces crisis. 40% of users have fled to Blue Chip, and their new release, Blood Tank, has failed. Chairman Park Tae-sik plays his final card. DDoS attack to paralyze his competitors' servers. He travels to Dandong, China. Malko, the ethnic Korean crime boss, introduced in episode 25, acts as intermediary. A double agent moving between South and North. Malko has received 2 business proposals this week. A loan first from the Black Agent, now from Park Tae-sik. Dangerous work, but highly profitable. At a Dandong restaurant, Park meets Black Assassin, an elite hacker from North Korea's Political Bureau Unit 121. A prodigy who attended Gyeomsong Middle School and Kim Il-sung University. He's a cold professional willing to do anything for foreign currency. A crucial revelation: Black Assassin received a call from Japan. The Japanese handler, Black Snake, already knew about Park's movements. Black Snake, who sent the dream of Poppy's image to Park in episode 25, is orchestrating everything behind the scenes. Park hands over a laptop, gaming membership lists, and massive customer databases from major retailers in banks, a stark example of personal information leakage. Black Assassin demands 70% upfront. Park provides a black briefcase filled with untraceable cash. In a remote Dandong alley, a 4-story building appears to be a North Korean restaurant, but the 4th floor is a hacking base. Young operatives sit before computers, setting up attack tools. With state-of-the-art equipment and high-speed networks, all communications are routed through Chinese fiber optic cables to hide traces. The attack begins. Blue-chip's servers crash. Antivirus software is neutralized. The Cyber Investigation Unit and NIS agent Lee Ho-jin are deployed. He recognizes it immediately. This reeks of steganography. The steganography from episode 25 has returned. This episode is based on Scorpio, the original screenplay that advanced to the finals of the second Proud Korean Scenario competition. Please look forward to episode 27. Will Black Assassin's hacking continue? Can Agent Lee Ho-jin trace the source? What is Black Snake's true objective? Can the NIS stop the North Korean hacker organization? Your subscriptions, likes, and comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you for joining us on Beauty Spy War. See you in the next episode.